as opposed to giving to one of the large organizations. I wanted something small in this marketplace that had a big impact and really made a difference, but I didn't know where to invest my time and money.
Companies, especially regional companies, are just beginning to really think about, well, how do we integrate philanthropy into our workplace, and how do we engage our employees? And they're really being asked by their employees. We want to be more engaged in our community.
And they especially want to be part of an organization that really accomplishes something. Not just puts a Band-Aid on a wound, but helps heal a wound.
It's tough to engage as a corporate executive. You want to give back, but what are the resources that you have to do that, other than just donating to every charity that asks you? And as a corporate executive, there are many charities that ask you for money.
The Catalogue for Philanthropy is a publication, an annual publication, that shines a light on 70 great smaller nonprofits in the greater Washington region. It's designed to create introductions between nonprofits and donors for the mutual benefit of both.
The Catalogue physically is an excellent publication. It is well written, the design of it is very good, the photographs are always outstanding.
I received a copy of the catalog on a Saturday afternoon. I opened it, sat down, literally read it cover to cover, and not only was I blown away by the lack of knowledge I had about all of these charities that existed, but I was blown away by the business model. I really was intrigued. Where did this catalog come from? Who produced it? Who wrote it? Who evaluated these charities? Who came up with the idea of creating this vetting process?
We have now a committee of 100 people in the greater Washington region who collectively will review 250 applications a year with the main purpose of identifying whether or not these organizations are meeting a real need and having impact.
The Meyer Foundation and many of our colleagues in town have been really happy to lend the time of their program staff in order that the catalog each year can select the groups that most need this money and that are best positioned to use it well.
And we're looking for not just impact and excellence from the reviewers, but from the financial review, we're looking for financial transparency and accountability.
I think the catalog seal of approval provides a level of confidence and trust and really ensures that the promise that these small nonprofits provide to their donors as well as to those that they serve meets a higher standard.
The print catalog can only represent 70 organizations in a given year, but the website represents the entire family of catalog nonprofits, which numbers close to 350 at this point.
What we were hearing from our corporate partners was they wanted more ways to connect with catalog nonprofits in addition to print. So we spent the last year or so developing Community Connections, which is a customizable, branded tool for companies to integrate into their own workplaces an ethic of community involvement and employee engagement.
The catalog business model is very unique, and one of the things, the more you learn about the catalog, you will learn is that our funding comes from generous patrons in this community.
For every dollar donated to the Catalogue for Philanthropy, we're able to raise over $5 for nonprofit organizations in this region. That's a pretty terrific multiplier effect.
It's brought us people, it's brought us volunteers, it's brought us dollars. But I have a feeling that the impact is even greater than what I can describe concretely.
I would much prefer that there's this entity that I could depend on rather than have to use all of my resources or take resources away from our core mission to have to do the marketing piece.
Through our partnerships with companies, what we can do is help them bring a deeper, more focused, higher impact community involvement program into the workplace.
And I can tell you, both anecdotally, but also through the actual numbers, our employee engagement has increased, our turnover rate has decreased, and our yield has increased in hiring new employees.
The catalog changes the experience of finding a way to give back, from making it an impossible task that takes an enormous amount of time to here is a roadmap. You may wonder whether or not you can make a difference. What the catalog guarantees is that if you get connected to one of these organizations, you will make a difference.